Why do you mind? I mean, it's...
I was just told to do it.
Okay, well, I have every right to record this. This is Jim Acosta. I am in front of the White House. Secret Service officer is asking for my hard pass. Obviously, no hard feelings to the officer, but I am now giving my hard pass to the Secret Service. So, do you want to take it off the lanyard there? Or? Sure.
How did it get to this point for Jim? What did Acosta do to deserve this? Well, let's take a full look at this video that has been surfacing around. Is it doctored, sped up to create more of a dramatic effect? That's not really the case. The one that was circulating around did have a paused frame for 3 frames. So it was like 1 frame, it was paused for about 3 extra seconds. I don't know why. It wasn't sped up. It didn't create more of a dramatic effect when I watched it, but still, I got the unedited version here. And plus, I think it's more important that we get into the full context of what happened in this exchange.
Here we go.
Let's take a listen.
Well, if you don't mind, Mr. President, that this caravan was an invasion. As you know, Mr. President,
I consider it to be an invasion.
As you know, Mr. President, caravan was not an invasion. It's a group of migrants moving up from Central America towards the border with the U.S.
Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it.
Why did you characterize it as such?
Because I consider it an invasion. You and I have a difference of opinion.
But do you think that you demonized immigrants in
Not
this
at all.
election
No, not
to
at
try
all.
to keep...
I want them to come into the country, but they have to come in legally. You know, they have to come in, Jim, through a process. I want it to be a process, and I want people to come in, and we need the people.
Your campaign...
Wait. You know why we need the people, don't you? Because we have hundreds of companies moving in. We need the people.
So here we have Jim ask a question about an invasion, and why did you call it that? Trump says, because that's what I thought it was. That's what I think it is. And then you have Jim say, no, it's not, and wants to start telling the president that his opinion is wrong. Now, he should have got his question, wrote it down on paper, and went and got experts in the field and wrote an article about it. How Trump is wrong, and this is what he said. You don't do that when there's a bunch of other people wanting to ask questions. Trump was actually very, very polite throughout this whole process, and then he had enough. Jim wasn't going to go away. Jim wanted the floor for the next hour. Let's listen again.
In the midterms.
Here we go.
If you don't mind, Mr. President, that this caravan was an invasion. As you know, Mr. President,
I consider it to be an invasion.
As you know, Mr. President, caravan was not an invasion. It's a group of migrants moving up from Central America towards the border with the U.S.
Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it.
Why did you characterize it as such?
Because I consider it an invasion. You and I have a difference of opinion.
But do you think that you demonized immigrants in this
Not
election
at
to
all.
try to keep...
I want them to come into the country, but they have to come in legally. You know, they have to come in, Jim, through a process. I want it to be a process, and I want people to come in, and we need the people.
Wait.
You know why we need the people, don't you? Because we have hundreds of companies moving in. We need the people.
They're hundreds of miles away, though. They're hundreds and hundreds of miles away. That's not an
you
invasion.
Should, honestly, you know what?
Away. That's not an invasion.
Honestly, I think you should let me run the country. You run CNN.
All right.
And if you did it well, your ratings
Let
would
me
be
ask,
much better.
if I may ask one other question, Mr. President. I was going to ask one of the other folks.
That's enough.
Pardon me, ma'am. Mr. President.
That's enough.
Mr. President, I had one other question, if I may ask.
See, Jim wasn't going to go away. The president actually had to say that's enough and point. So the lady was doing her job. Jim still didn't want to let go of the press floor's microphone. See, it's not his microphone. They hand it to people to talk, like she just handed it off to that guy. This is press floor etiquette, and Jim knows it. You get your question and you move on. You don't sit there and harass. If he was a journalist or a true reporter of any kind, he'd know this. This isn't Jim's first time creating a stir, a issue. He's done this before, and he's done it often.
You should let me run the country. You run CNN. And if you did it well, your ratings would be much better.
If I may ask one other question, Mr. President, if I may ask one other question, are you worried?
That's enough. That's
Mr.
enough.
President,
That's enough.
the other folks.
That's enough.
Pardon me, ma'am.
Excuse me, that's enough.
Mr. President, I had one other
Peter,
question,
let's
if
go.
I may ask, on the Russia investigation. Are you concerned that you may have
I'm not concerned
indictments-
about anything with
you
the
may have
Russian
indictments coming down?
investigation because it's a hoax. That's enough. Put down the mic.
President-elect,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
since you are attacking
No,
our
not you.
organization,
Not you. Your organization's terrible. Quiet. I'm not going to give you a question. You are fake news.
the attack of fake news and attacking Russia.
I'm changing it from fake news.
Doesn't that undermine-
Very fake news.
Since you attack CNN,
CNN is fake news. I don't take questions from CNN. Let's go to a real network.
being one of our female colleagues can go after me, that would be great.
What does
I
that
think
mean?
it'd be- I think it'd be great.
What does it mean? No, what does it
I think
mean?
it'd be great if people answer the question about the decision.
I tell you what, CNN should be ashamed of itself having you working. You are a rude, terrible person. You shouldn't be working for CNN. When you report fake news, which CNN does a lot, you are the enemy of the people.
This is Jim Acosta. I am in front of the White House. Secret Service officer is asking for my hard pass, but I am now giving my hard pass to the Secret Service.
Na 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 na